In this interview with, I believe it's with Golf Digest. Yeah, it is Golf Digest, right? He mentions the 3 best players ever, pretty much the GOAT list.
Yeah.
And he puts Tiger and Jack ahead of himself.
Yes.
He puts himself third, right? So
Yes.
you could look at that in a number
Absolutely.
of different ways, right?
Yeah.
Like he takes his ego out the way.
Yeah.
Because most people think that they're the best in the world, especially if you've won
Absolutely.
majors, if you've played for so many years. Like you would think like, hey, any day I could beat any of those guys. But he
Absolutely.
doesn't say that he's better than them. What do you think of the list?
I think he's going by based on major wins. Gary Player was playing the same era as Jack Nicklaus. So, I mean, obviously, I probably think differently on that list. But based on number of majors, yeah, I mean, Jack is number 1. This is a fact. But there's a lot of factors you got to put into that. On paper, yes, Jack has 18. Tiger doesn't have 18. Jack is better, right? But I think what Tiger was able to do in his time, I think that surpasses, if you want to put GOAT status, right? I think differently on that. I think Tiger is the greatest of all time. Not only with what he's done to the game of golf, but the amount of competition he had week in, week out. He was able to dominate tournaments. I mean, we're not even talking about making a clutch putt, which he's done numerous times, but to dominate and destroy the field in numerous occasions. I think this is where it shows where he's on another level. Kind of like the Michael Jordan, right? It's like there's always that debate, right? Michael Jordan or LeBron. It's the same thing with Tiger. I mean, for me, he was by far the greatest. There's no question.
So you're saying that like Tiger, he's ahead of.
He was able to do things with the golf ball that people would be in shock and awe, right? He transformed the game of golf to a power hitter sport, to a sport where marketing is important. He just changed the whole dynamic of sport. Not only that, but he was able to move the needle, So, you'd go to a tournament and there would be, say, 10,000 people, right, show up. And then when Tiger shows up, there would be 120,000 people. So he was able to kind of move the interest of golfers. Yeah. I mean, like he inspired me to play golf. Competition-wise, there's 150 players per tournament, right? Hit or miss. Back then, when the Jack era, there might have been 30 or 40 competitors to compete in that if you had a full field. Nowadays, I mean, the number 900th ranked player in the world can win an event. You wouldn't have that before.
In Jack and Gary Player's era, right? Was it more of a rich man sport, you think, than compared to now?
Yeah. I mean,
and that's why you only have like
golf
30 players.
Yeah, golf is still considered a rich man sport, I think. It is getting a little bit more affordable in the sense of,
Well, you're doing it here. You're making it affordable.
Yeah, exactly. We're, we're trying to cater to everybody. Buying a set of golf clubs, traveling, you need some money for that. In the professional aspect, you see the glamour and glory of all these guys on tour, the top 100 players in the world, top 200, but in reality, the smaller tour events are very expensive. And if you're not performing well, you're not going to cover your costs. So I think there's a big gap. You have PGA Tour, Live Golf, European Tour, Asian Tour now is getting up there. And then after that, you've got Japan Tour, Korean Tour. And then after that, you've got like feeder tours, which is no money. So yeah, that's the rich man sport aspect, but that's more for professionals. People buying new clubs. I mean, you want to buy a nice set, you can spend like 10 grand easy. Yeah, but I mean, you can also spend $300 on eBay if you want. It's up to you.
Go to Costco.
Yeah, or go to Costco,
What would you consider like like for myself, like let's say I'm getting back into golf, right? Yeah. What would be the starter kit? What would I need? Like obviously you need a set of golf clubs.
Yeah.
But what else would I need? Would I need some shoes? Like what would be a starter set?
It's always good to have everything. As a starter kit, right? But I think focusing on good coaching is the key. A lot of people think that they can just pick up a club and hit the ball 300 yards after like a week of playing. But in reality, there's a lot of practice, need a lot of hours. But if you have a good coach who can kind of minimize those hours for you, I think that's kind of what I'd recommend someone getting more of a licensed coach to teach them. And then from there, you can build on it. And then if you want to get a nice set of clubs, you can. I have some people, they want to buy a club that looks nice, not like you need it, but it's all black. I want to get the Black Ops, or something. So, or, for the misses, they want to get a pink shaft. or because you can do it. So aesthetically, I think some people are gonna buy for that. But as far as playability, starter set, build on that, and then slowly you can kind of enhance what you have. You know, it's like buying a car and then adding a woofer and all this stuff. It's the same thing.
So going back to you know, you mentioned that Tiger is probably the greatest golfer of all time, in your opinion, right?
Absolutely, that's my opinion.
Because there's probably people out there that probably think Jack was the best.
Oh, there's a lot. I think it's going to be kind of. You look at the era of the person you're asking. You know, I think most people in my era of golf who grew up watching Tiger, I think they're going to favor Tiger to Jack. The older era are going to favor Jack to Tiger. Like I said, on paper, Jack is the best, but I think you got to bring the competition part into it. And the dominance, Tiger was just very dominant as a player with how difficult it was to dominate.
What about women's golf? Like, why do they never consider any women, like, even in talks of being
I don't know.
one of the best ever?
I think it's like, I think the interest level, right? So I think women's golf is growing now because of the amount of marketing they're pushing onto it. But it's like football, right? You got Cristiano Ronaldo, Messi, right? And then you got women's football, and they try to make it as big as football, soccer, right? It just doesn't mesh. I think that's the problem. I think they just don't talk enough about the women's golf, even though they're starting to more and more now with the Solheim Cup and stuff like that. And also in women's golf, you have something more unique where you get a lot of these younger golfers who are coming out to dominate. You know, girls who are like 16, 17, 18, you know, while in men's golf, it's like number one player in the world's, 30, the next one's like 33. So there's a bit more experience level, right? So it's a bit different, the kind of demographic of who's performing well in those two genders of sport.
I think, in my personal opinion, the greatest golfer of all time is Lydia Ko. I mean, we have the same name. We're from the same place. Like, but she's only 28 years old. Yeah. But look at what she has accomplished, right?
Absolutely.
The field, like level of competition.
I've seen Tiger
right?
firsthand, and I can tell you it is impressive what he can do.
But did he make the Hall of Fame at 27 years old?
No,
right?
No, he didn't.
Who does that?
I know. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. If you think that's what determines the best player, then that's it, right? Yeah. For me, I go more on ability to play, and I'm not like actually dissing like women's golf at all. I just don't know enough about it to say something about it. But no one's gonna skew me off my thoughts on Tiger being the greatest.
I think she won her first major at 15 years old. 15 years old. That's like who? What were you doing at 15?
I know.
You were playing golf.
I doing at 15?
But I'm just saying, what was I doing? I was probably hiding behind a 7-Eleven or something. I don't know.
I know. Yeah, I mean,
but like the list of accomplishments.
I wasn't anywhere near that at 15.
Yeah, it's like the list of accomplishments she has, and she has an Olympic gold medal as well. She just recently.
Yeah, but see, like for me, it's like Olympic gold medal for me is not really like, it's like, okay.
Has golf been always been in the Olympics?
You know? No, I mean they had it years back, and then they took it away, and then they brought it back again in Rio was the first one they brought it back when Justin Rose won. But yeah, I mean it's just exhibition.
I see what you're saying.
I mean, it's just, I mean,
it's never the best people
you're representing
in the world.
Your country. I look at the Olympics as more like, sprinting, running, throwing, swimming, like the original kind of. Golf is just, okay, how many more sports can we add,
Yeah, events that don't have a pro
it's
level.
It's like Olympic golf or like the Masters. Hands down, I'm watching the Masters, right?
Oh, I think most people would.
Yeah.
It's like just, World Cup versus Olympics. Like, what are you going to watch? You're going to watch a World Cup, right?
And with that said, if I got called up to represent Canada at the Olympics, sure, yeah, I'll go. I'll be proud to.
It's an honor, right?
But it's like, do you want to win an Olympic gold medal, or do you want to win like the Masters or the British Open? Major every day, I'll choose them.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but I'm dying on my hill.
Yeah,
Lydia Ko is the greatest golfer, who I think is the greatest golfer of all time. You know what I mean? People are gonna slander me, but I don't care.
That's all right.
Just my bias.
Everyone's entitled to their opinion.
Yeah, the criteria of like the greatest golfer of all time, I think it's more limited, right?
Yes.
The
yes.
criteria,
Yeah,
right?
I
So
think majors is a big factor on what makes you a great golfer, because that's like the epiphany of pressure, right?